You probably WhatsApped him. Said, yo, big man.
Yo, listen.
So, obviously, training. What's yours looking like?
Mikey Joe.
Not really looking like how I thought it was gonna look, Roy.
Yo, look, I can do it like money made, glamorous ting. 12 round unanimous ting. Casual fans on the analyst ting. That ain't KG and Travis's ting. That's undefeated, undisputed like Lennox. Do it on point, jab your head off. Who tried to say that AJ fell off? Must have never had Nigerian fell off.
Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of the Undefeated Podcast.
The only podcast with 2 undefeated fighters.
Chatting it up. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment.
Turn on your notifications bell and listen. Anyone in your car right now, indicate, turn left and toot your horn.
Done though.
If you're on the motorway, don't do that. Very dangerous.
If you're walking, and there's someone behind you, stop.
Emergency stop. In real life.
Emergency stop as a pedestrian.
Alright, cool. Bro,
what's your tail of the tape, fam?
I'm gonna ask you what your tail of the tape is.
Snap today.
I'm gonna ask you what your tail of the tape. We have to change the thing.
Let's do it.
Because things have changed.
Let's do it.
There's been progression in the week.
Let's do it.
Bro, what's your tail of the tape?
I'm 2-0. 50% knockout rate. Half the men that enter the ring with me left on their back.
Yeah.
Yours?
I'm 1-0, bruv. I'm 1-0 because I've already counted the win, fam. I've counted the win. I've counted the win. So,
Who did you beat?
Listen, I've beaten Heavy D already.
Jeez.
The war of words, yeah. If we're gonna count by, you know, when you say interactions, yeah, I've won.
From the minute you agree,
From the minute the
mind games are started.
The mind game started. Heavy D, listen, we gotta big up one of our followers, you know.
Yeah, Gavin.
Because he set this up.
Gavin, bruv.
Gavin, big up yourself, innit?
Shouts out to Gavin, boy.
Because Gavin, from nowhere, Gavin was minding his own business. He
Gavin
said, yo,
Sharp.
That's it. Gavin Sharp, big up yourself. He said, I got an opponent with KG. Mm-hmm. What about Heavy D? Yeah? Obviously, I've come on here. You asked me about it.
Yeah.
And I said, mad gusto. Light work, even though he's heavy. Mm-hmm. Do you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I knew what I was doing. Mm-hmm. I said, I'll punch him up. Real fast.
Jeez.
I ain't wasting time.
Come on.
You can train me.
Come on.
We'll be there. Walk into the ring. Back. We go home.
Undefeated.
Because no one on this show is going to be called something defeated. Are you
I
with
hear
me?
that. No, 100. 100.
It's not me, fam.
100.
So you tell me the round you want me to knock him out in.
Thing is, I like the second round. Cause I like the first round to come and, people just get to see what it's like moving around. Second round, close the show.
No, but I want to give the fans what they want.
You want to give them more?
I want to give the fans what they want.
You see, this is...
So I'm thinking, because if it's going to be a 7-round, 8-round, I'm thinking I should knock him out in the 4th.
3 or 4. Yeah.
Okay, 4th round knockout. I play with him. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you want me to tell them what I'm going to do to him, or should I keep because you're actually training me for this fight?
Yeah. So we ain't even started to deep dive on strategy yet, so you can speak freely, fam. It doesn't even...
All right, cool. First round, I'm going to just, out the gate, haymakers. Out the gate, haymakers. Why not? Just to let you know, I'm not
sweat off his
playing.
Face,
I'm not playing. Then after, obviously, second round, just points, just to show people, let the people, because all the undefeated fans, they want to know what I can do.
Let them know you can move.
Let them know I can move. Let them know what I'm saying. Third round, this is when I start to pick my shots and start to be a bit more devastating.
He's sitting down on the shots.
I'm sitting down on the shots. I want to go on the inside. He's a big guy. I want to show that I'm brave enough to be on the inside against a bigger guy. Yeah? Fourth round, it's just close the show.
It's game over.
Close the show. Do you know what I'm saying? If you want, you can shout it's time.
I'll let you know.
KG,
it's time. Into the clip.
Listen, I've got a fight, fam.
No, it's happening, bro. Listen, hey, I'm excited. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I saw the comments on the video, yeah?
Yeah.
I screenshot it. I sent it to you. I saw like, boom, Heavy D's come and said, let's go. I'm thinking, oh, snap. Little did I know KG was already in Heavy D's comments. Man said, this is your last chance to pull out of this fight. After that, pure smoke. I said, yo.
And I say I stayed defeated. I stay undefeated. Do you know? But you know, this is the problem now. You know, this is not really my personality.
Yeah.
And this is the funny thing, because I think we spent too much time together. Yeah. Because I'm quite humble naturally. Yeah. But I don't know if it's your pettiness that's coming off with me, because I started writing a message, and I'm not gonna lie, when I first started writing, I started kind of AJ-ish.
AJ. Oh, you came with AJ Shastro.
Yeah. It's like, listen, we're both lions. We're both on YouTube.
2 great men.
2 great men.
What can I say?
Then I started talking. I was like, I almost started to sound what's that guy that we doesn't know how to do trash talk?
Joyce.
I almost started obviously I can't be Dubois, but I felt like there was a Dubois-ish element in me when I started listening.
The spirit of Dubois was trying to creep in. Can't allow the spirit to creep into the trash talk, boy.
The spirit of Dubois. I'll be ready. Get ready.
Yeah, if you're ready, I'll get ready as well.
Get ready as well.
You too. That can't be how this goes.
So obviously I didn't do two. I started one draft. Obviously I sounded like AJ in the first draft. Then I said no. That's not nice. Come back. Let him know I'm not playing. Yeah. So I let him know I weren't playing on our page. Then I saw he posted it.
Yeah.
I went to his page. I said, bruv, I'll punch you up.
Cheers!
I said, it's smoke.
Cheers!
Right now. Bro. Right now it's smoke. Do you see what I'm saying?
Heavy D, bro.
It's popping. Craig Richards in the comment section.
I know.
Popcorn.
Listen, this is what the game needed.
I'm having a fight, you know.
Bro, listen. It's going to be a madness. Devastating.
When do you think I should tell my wife?
I think as long as you can put that off.
Yeah.
Try and put it off as long as possible.
No, because it's posting it. I retweeted it as well. And I was like, my wife's not really on social media.
Because if you don't address it, she'll think it's a joke.
But the fight will come though.
I know, but what I'm saying is maybe the week before the fight, that's when you're too deep. You're too far in. You just tell her, look, got myself into a little madness. Don't worry though, I'll take care of it.
Like that husband that accrues mad debt and finally told his wife when we got to leave the house.
I'll take care of it. We'll stay at my mum's house. It'll be fine. Don't even worry about it.
Nah, I've got a fight. Do you know what? I've got all sorts of feelings. I've got all sorts of feelings.
How do you feel? Because once it gets real, yeah, a switch goes in your head.
This is it.
And it's different now.
I realised I never had a fight before. Like professional. Does that go in my favour? Because I had roadman fights.
Yeah.
I've not had a proper serious
But let's talk
bout.
about the extent of your roadman experience, because there's some men that go straight from the road, and are still dangerous in the ring.
Yeah,
them bare knuckle fighters, them guys. There.
Yeah.
So let's
on the roads. Nah, it's very active.
Were you having difficult fights though, or were you just being the big man and winning?
No. I basically, because I'm such a nice guy. Yeah? This is how it starts. I'm such a nice guy, and I'm joking. Then someone wants to violate, and then I change.
It all comes tumbling down.
That's what I'm saying. So more times that it's like someone doesn't realize that I have to switch. Just what I'm saying. So
you know,
producers see me like seeing energy of it coming.
You know who that is?
Yeah.
As much as we take the mick out of this person, it's AJ.
No, because AJ.
No. He's had his moment.
AJ is like that. Dominic Brazil, bruv. He was cool with Dominic until Dominic was moving mad, and he's like, "Why? Hey, don't.
Yeah.
You ain't got to do all that. Forget the belts." Like he was on it.
Yeah, that's my energy gets like that. So you lot can see. You know, look at me, bruv. Even my wife. Yeah, one time I left my wife, and it happened, bro. Wait. This is the craziest road rage story. Yeah, I'm in the car. I'm driving. Yeah, I've got no I don't know why I've taken the shoes off in it. So it's obviously the white socks is crazy. Shorts.
Driving in the socks.
Yeah, driving the socks.
Your toes different to my toes then. Because that's not an option. I'm not trying to.
Focus on the story.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So anyway,
I just heard toes driving on the pedals. Just bare toes.
No, not bare. Bro.
Not bare.
I didn't say bare. I'm not bare back in my
layer
pedal,
of
bro.
sock, bro.
I'm saying that it's not the thin layer.
I'm used to a foot base, like a shoe base, like a sole that's there in front of the thing.
I hear you, but I'm saying because
so you can put the grooves of the pedal on your
no, because if I'm in the sliders. If I'm driving with the sliders, I ain't trying to walk slider and die.
No.
I ain't trying to find out destination the thing. I'm family in the way. So obviously, back sliders off. I'm doing my thing. Yeah,
toes wiggling on the pedals.
Anyway,
different.
So I'm on a country lane, minding my own business. Yeah, there's a car. You know, people are more confident on country lanes than other people.
Yeah,
I'm not one of those guys. I respect country lanes because we have to pull in at some point.
Yeah,
guys, up my bum. I'm tired.
Pause.
It is what it is. I'm tired.
Honestly,
chill out. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I pull over, but I pull over so you can't get past me, and I open my door. The guy thinks he's gonna be able to drive past. I'm out the car too quick.
Oh snap! You trapped him.
I trapped him.
You're stuck.
I remember in the car because I sit low. You seen how I'm in
so
the back.
You can't even
tell
how big
the size. I've come out of the car and I could see him calculating how deep it was, and then I'm already gone. My
That's a
head's
horrible
gone.
surprise,
My head's
so.
gone, and he's on the trying to do. I'm coming to his window, and I can see him turning out his window. I'm like, no, don't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, this is how mad it is. He tries to drive off. I don't know what kind of strength I thought I had in me. Yeah, bro. I put my knee where his car was. He started driving forward, but I got my knee there. What? I don't know how my knee was. He didn't drive, but I felt on my knee in it, like. And I'm pussy, like my family. I'm ready in it, but I hear my daughter. She goes, "Daddy." Obviously, it takes me down in it because I shouldn't be on this one. Yeah. And then so I moved my knee out the way, and I let him go. Obviously, cussing again. Yeah, get into my car, and I was like, "Wait." I tried to use my knee.
My knee
was hurting.
to stop a vehicle.
I got into the car.
The pain.
Driving the pain. I said, wait. You dickhead. Do you know the ligament damage I could... Bro. Gee, the car started moving. But he knew I was keeping my knee there. But it was a risky game.
Yeah, exactly.
The recovery, listen.
There's no bounce back. Once it goes, boy. Hey, that's so
I
mad.
felt the force, but that's why I'm saying when I won't make a calculated decision. When I'm vexed, everything's happening.
Don't worry,
that's
fam.
my energy.
Don't
But
worry.
hopefully, you can take that
in training
out.
camp. Yeah, we'll get that under control.
You gotta get someone to bang me in my face.
Can't be that
I will
erratic
react.
in the boxing match. That'd be mad. You just gotta say your mum, and that's it. Now, haymakers. Hey, I saw the funniest road rage incident play out. Yeah, because the thing is, obviously, when you're observing everything, you start to see the little beefs that other drivers are having.
Yeah,
bro. So I see these two drivers. They're getting into it. This he's aggressively speeding up side by side, man. He's doing the hard braking. So I'm like, okay, this is entertaining. They get caught at the traffic light. This guy's lost his mind because he nearly hit the rail, so it was getting serious. So he gets out and goes to the car. As he gets to the guy's window, I'm seeing him rush to unlock the car. But where I think this is what I think happened. I think the car was already locked, but the panic made him unlock the car.
No.
Because I saw him go bing and look up like it was done. And then open the door. Fam, it was just by the grace of this done, because he didn't want to hit him. He just opened the door and was shouting loud. But I'm like, fam, you can't afford to get that one wrong.
I've done that one though. I've done it twice where someone is. I used to have mad road rage. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. That literally I put my hand in someone's window and just push their head. You know, like not the Tasha, but the palm and dickhead. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my days.
That's what I used to be. Or I used to keep my road rage was nuts. You know, I'm healed. I used to have peanuts. So if you really upset me, I'd keep peanuts just in the front. So if you're really pissing me off, I just make it rain, fam.
Oh man,
throw it in your car.
that would infuriate me more than anything else. You know, that's
do something, man.
Anyway, let's
yeah. But hopefully you make me a better fighter.
Don't worry, fam. We'll get the discipline. We'll get your mind under control, fam. Because I mean, when stuff happens in a fight, anything can happen. Do you know what I mean?
Will you be my fall guy in terms of like telling my wife that you put me in this fight?
I'll do it. I'll write a speech. I'll give her a convincing monologue. Do you know what I mean? I'll give her that Bundini Brown. Do you know what I mean? Muhammad Ali. That type of speech, fam. It'd be fine. She'll be on side.
All right, wicked. Let's go, man. Comment section. Let's do it.
So Heavy D, watch yourself, boy, because this guy
you're getting knocked out. Go on.
Jeez.
Say something else, bro. Tell him that you're training me, bro.
Fam, listen, bro. Like I don't even need to get with the trash talk on this one. I just need to watch videos of him and just plan the beating. Like this is really happening.
Heavy D, you don't want to see me. I'm telling you. Listen, I don't know who you've been fighting, but you see your belt, yeah. I'm gonna wear it when we record our next episode straight after the fight. It's gonna stay here. It'll be a reminder of your defeat, bruv. Anyway, let's go.
Come on now, let's get into the comments from last episode. We got one from Chillout477.
Come on.
I'm liking KG's comment champion of the week. I saw a few OGs in the comment section. They're gunning for the title. I'll be sitting out on this one. A casual like myself can't compete with mad in-depth comments. And I love the Chillout477. He's staying on brand.
Yeah.
We
Can you
got
imagine if he won with that though?
Jeremiah Victor. KG, you can't lose to Heavy D. That guy's morbidly obese. Slower than molasses is an understatement. Don't even get me started on his reflexes. KG versus Heavy D is who gets tired first. KG by first round KO. Jeremiah Victor believes, but at the same time...
Yeah, he said first round, like I can't make it into the second.
Yeah, that's what I'm... Like,
I don't smoke, bro. Respect me, please.
They don't know about your cycling, you know.
No, they don't know, but we need to get me ready because I've never thrown like
Don't worry,
haymakers.
don't worry,
bro.
don't
I'm
worry.
serious
Trust
about
me.
that. Cool.
Soulstar89. To the comment on Mayweather, Judah was classed as one of the best in his division. Judah was a great champ. It was one of his hardest fights. Like Travis said, Floyd had 2 versions, Pretty Boy and Money Mayweather. Floyd is one of the greatest because of how he reinvented himself. All right, we got one from Nerift. Keep up the good work, guys. Big up, bro. Michael Albert, come on, guys. Roy will beat Tyson. Tyson is over the hill and mountains. Roy is slightly fresher than Tyson, but they're both old men.
Let's go.
Let's Untraceable done. They should do the legend fight in a car park or something. With the raw background, knowing that you did what you did, you'll be able to live with yourself. Then he goes, who remembers when David Hayes said that him fighting AJ is a possibility? I couldn't see him leaving that fight without assistance. Hey, shut up, man. It would have been different. You don't know. We don't know what that would have been like. We'll never know. Gavin Sharp. Another great episode in the bag. First, you may need to put a little bit more respect on Roy Jones Jr.'s name. Before he got his Russian passport, he was probably the best pound for pound fighter since Sugar Ray Leonard. True. The man got robbed at the Olympics, went from middleweight to heavyweight with only 1 questionable drugs test. I mean, I don't know if you just say only 1. Still, I don't want to see him fight Tyson. I can't see that fight happening without one of them being permanently injured. As for the 2 camps, Warren versus Hearn, on sheer name brands, Hearn has the better camp. Hearn is stealing the UFC's model of giving every fighter a story, which means the general public will know more of Hearn's fighters than they will Warren's. Thanks again. P.S. I've noticed Heavy D's gone quiet on all socials. KG must have him shook. Yeah, he's the one that set pace.
Okay, he's the one that set pace. Gavin, are we gonna give him the comment?
Gavin Sharp.
He's gonna get comment of the week, bro.
He might get it just because of how he instigated the fight still.
Yeah.
IA says, not a white fan, but let's be real. He sold 14,000 tickets for Rivas, done 12,000 tickets pre-COVID for Povetkin, Manchester, not London. Would sell out a stadium in Britain against AJ, Fury, or maybe Wilder. All therefore will do millions pay-per-view. 40,000 pay-per-view buys for Parker and Chisora, and 25,000 for Rivas.
I like when people come with that.
Yeah, the numbers.
You know, that's good. That's strong information.
Oh,
so he's saying that.
He's
saying, just to get onto that, he's saying that Dylan, we have to put more respect on Dylan's name in terms of he is a box office guy.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
it's true.
That.
It's true. And there's one comment as well that we got from Godson16. So this guy recently subscribed, right?
Yeah.
And he's working all the way through the old episodes.
Thank you, man.
So he commented on episode 25. He says, still working my way through the catalogue. It's hilarious considering I have hindsight on my side. Absolutely love this podcast. I keep trying to get my friends to subscribe and watch. Big up, bro.
Seriously.
Love that, man.
What's nuts is he ain't going to see that.
He ain't going to see that for time. But, yeah, I mean, when you catch up, big up, fam.
You're eating you, fam.
Oh, my days. There's one from Peanut on the last episode, but we can't go back in the past.
Yeah, man. Why not, man?
Right,
it's
cool.
Peanut, bruv.
Cool. Bloody hell. I've only gonna... Okay, here we go. Great pod, guys. Love the chemistry when you're in the same room.
Come on.
I'm also enjoying the additional content and social media engagement. It was also nice to see some live boxing back this week, and I've got to give props to Eddie Hearn for a decent card. Egerton versus Cheeseman was a good scrap, and some moments of quality. I've always been shocked at Cheeseman's defense, which seems to be, I'll damage your hands with my face. But I still enjoyed the fight. He goes, I wasn't too impressed with Warren's press release. I'd be happy to see most of these matchups, but it really looked like Warren was just trying to ride Hearn's coattails. Respect to Joyce for being able to laugh at himself. In truth, both guys seem decent off camera, but they do freeze in front of the lens. Dubois is a hell of a prospect. Joyce is a bit of a throwback to the plodding heavyweights. He's quality, but I find that style pretty boring.
There we go. Let's
talk,
talk,
man. Yeah, man, we're here.
I really want to put today.
Same.
So, can we... Roy Jones?
Jones
and Tyson.
The fight has been postponed. The Health and Dignity Arena is on standby until November 28th.
Now, we were allowed to speculate. And can we just speculate before reading the officials,
Cool.
reading what they've said? What was going through your mind when they said they cancelled?
When I saw it was cancelled, I thought, you know what? Somebody got hurt in sparring. Because that's what ruined Nigel Benn's comeback. Craig Richards ruined Nigel Benn's comeback.
Yeah.
Because we saw the dots. It was like, just did some sparring with Craig Richards. I'm feeling great. Fights off. Craig did a madness.
Craig did a madness.
Yeah.
Craig did a madness. But
so,
who do you think done a madness on one of our greats?
I think it's possible that Tyson might have got hurt.
Yeah?
Reason why I say that is because I don't think Roy has enough clout to affect the outcome of anything in the event. This is Tyson's event.
Yeah.
So if Tyson had something go not to plan, or someone said, "Nah, you ain't looking right enough for this thing," then it's gonna be on that side. So then I saw this like a little write up on the possibilities of what could have caused it.
No, wait, we can't get to right.
No, this ain't no official. This ain't no official things.
Yeah.
But
I'm here for the speculation.
remember, Tyson's smoking hella weed.
It's hella weed.
So if they're gonna make this thing a thing where it's like testing needs to happen, because obviously you're gonna test a man that ain't been in the ring. It's like, right, is it roids though?
Yeah.
So there's got to be some testing, but he's gonna fail the weed test.
Yeah, definitely.
So there needs to be a bit more time to
flush out
pass
the
it.
system. I don't think that's what happened though.
What are you saying?
My speculation is totally different. My speculation is them man, they're not injured, they're not hurt, they're just unfit. They are not ready. As in fitness wise,
they started the training camp.
The legend. They remember the legend that they are. Yeah, Roy Jones. You're talking about one of the most athletic, gifted, always ready to fight fighters. He's not rolling back the clock.
It's true.
Like that. So he's saying to himself, them man probably he probably WhatsApped him. Said, yo, big man.
Yo, listen.
So obviously training, what's yours looking like?
It's not really looking like how I thought it was gonna look, Roy.
you know? So basically, mine ain't either, you know. So like, bro, what's good though? Like, are you okay? Like,
now we can put it back.
Like, I need more time though. How back you thinking? I'm thinking Jan still.
Jan. Nah, bro. The thing is, these man, they know that this is. I reckon what's happened is, the comeback people are now looking at it thinking, now this is gonna be a money fight.
It's a big money fight.
So they know now. It's like, are we gonna be doing this twice a year?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So let's cash out. Let's make this thing as big as humanly possible, and let's go.
So which brings us into what is actually happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we saw the press release today, and remember we was laughing at the Health and Dignity Arena.
Health and Dignity, fam.
They want to go bigger.
They got, bro. Listen, announced the Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones exhibition fight is now set for 28th. They have also confirmed this will be recognized by an unnamed sanctioning body who will score it and present the winner with a specially commissioned belt. This lets me know it's the WBC. They're gonna give a Legends belt. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
WBC ring silver middleweight champ. Something's gonna happen in that.
Yeah. They're watching our episodes. I'm telling you.
But now it's not an exhibition fight.
It's a title fight.
Now these men have basically said, all right, look, Roy, I know we said exhibition and we were going to have a little dance around thing. Now I want a knockout still.
Yes.
I'm in the training, I'm hitting things, and I don't think I want to hold my punches on the night. What are you saying? Roy says,
go on.
Cool, Mike, give me 2 extra months.
Yes.
That's the convo that I think happened.
100%.
So you want to do it for real? I need a bit more time.
It was always going to be real. I told you, man, these man are serious.
They're not going to be able to pull it.
They're not going to be able to hold it back.
They're going bareback.
I didn't want to say that, but I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're trying to say.
They're going to raw on this one because they're like, listen, bro, man could get hurt. I got one in the tank. One in the tank.
This fight is gonna be. Listen, as fans, we should be excited. But what was crazy about this whole situation is when they were messaging each other, Logan Paul's yard got raided. Logan Paul's house got raided.
Fam, if you saw like a picture screen, like a lineup of everyone that's on the card, and you saw his face, there's no way you think the FBI is raiding his yard. I just looked at that, I thought, this is
By the way, even deeper, you look at all these boxers, Roy Jones, Mike Tyson, and the YouTuber.
Yeah.
You're saying which one's gonna go to jail? Which one's house is getting raided by the FBI?
Jake.
You would never say Jake Paul.
Hilarious, bro.
You would never count Jake Paul, but again,
and that could even be a reason why the thing got pushed back even more. His yard got raided by the FBI. They probably said, "Listen,
and he's important.
This thing is gonna get techie, so I'm gonna have to push this fight back."
And that's actually a real statement to make because please believe it, Triller. They need.
They need the numbers. They need the numbers.
Jake Paul is guaranteed numbers.
This is how you know this thing is a money spin, yeah?
Yeah.
It's always going to be with Mike and Roy. They're the biggest names, one of the biggest names in history. So, but you got Jake Paul and Nate Robinson, NBA player. Badu Jack is coming back onto the show.
I don't understand.
To fight a random dude called Blake.
Yeah.
Then you got Vidal Riley, KSI's trainer.
This is nuts.
Just on the card. I'm looking at it, I'm like, you man want numbers.
It's going to be good numbers.
Yeah, they're going to do...
Because KSI, will push the numbers for his for Vidal.
Yeah. It's part of the camp, innit?
Jake Paul is getting crazy numbers already. Then we got I'm talking about these guys as if Mike Tyson and Roy Jones. Can you imagine? So even is it Triller?
Triller, yeah.
It's their pay-per-view. It's their first ever pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. They're now believing, because I think when they first mooted it was something like, this could be cool.
It could be
maybe people might be interested in it.
That's right.
Now it's like, nope, the world is gonna stop.
They projected the numbers and now they're excited.
Yes.
So now they're like, no, we are gonna wait. And I think the reason why they pushed it back to November 28th is because they're hoping that people will be allowed in.
Yes.
Because that's what's holding off these fights.
But understand, this is Thanksgiving in America. This is that time. It's the time. Thanksgiving, it's gonna be insane. People are gonna be at home. Usually you watch the NBA. That's right. There's always a big game. But it's mad. NBA will be done, innit?
It'll be a new season.
It'll be finished.
It'll be a new season.
Will it?
Yeah. Because they're gonna
new season bubble.
Yeah, the new season, and the new season will start.
Okay, cool. So anyway, I don't think it's gonna be the same as it's supposed to be.
Schedule,
so there's gonna be there could be a gap in the market where usually a Thanksgiving game, it's no longer that, and also it's now the big fight.
The spirit of nostalgia will take over, and people will just forget that these guys are in their 50s. And they start. Well, that's what I'm saying. A man start telling you about, but Mike Tyson ain't a joke, you know. And you're like, but you know what? Most men in their 50s, after a while, it's not the same. You know what I mean? So man, stop accepting that, and that's why I find hilarious when people start saying, "But Roy can move." I'm like, have you seen this man recently, bro?
But you never.
Listen,
with the time though, with that time frame.
But let's be real.
You could train yourself into something that could last 4 rounds.
I tell you what, the biggest issue could be, because if Eubank Jr. is the main sparring, and Roy Jones starts to get upper hell on Eubank Jr. and goes into this fight with confidence. It's gonna be the worst come down. Oh man. Let's go. Let's move.
I'm convinced people are listening. No, not when I say people.
Yeah.
I'm convinced. Yeah.
Yeah.
The main guys.
They listen to this pod, bro.
Hearn, Warren. Them man are listening. Because we started talking about.
We say things.
We've been saying things, and it just
next day, bruv.
There you go.
We recorded last week, and we had the conversation about the Matchroom and BT camp going head to head in the names. Next day, Warren was there, public, going strong. Eddie, give me a call, mate. I'm like, rah. Now these men are listening. They understand.
But this is it. So now there's movement happening.
But this is the thing.
And let's have a real conversation about this.
When I saw Frank throw that post up with all them picks, I saw Dillian White and Dubois, and I thought that was the worst one of all of them, because I was like, that's not happening.
We're never seeing that.
Joshua Boatsy, Yard, I was like,
we've been calling this fight for a minute. Where you're gonna be the same
place in the camp.
Oh, you're still there?
I'm still there, bro.
Just business.
Boatsy ain't beating.
Just business.
Just business is boring. Just boring.
Just business.
Just boring. Because sometimes
you still got to open the business, bro. No furlough thing. It's business, fam.
I hear that, but Lions in the camp 24/7.
Yeah.
Listen,
what, you seen them shop that doesn't close?
You see it?
24-hour shop.
You see it?
Just business all day long. Amazon. That's what we're doing.
Turn that child.
Amazon.
Bezos.
Order sign right now. That's what I'm saying.
It'll be here tomorrow.
This is it. So that is exciting.
There was a lot of names on the card, but it's like I felt like the whole when I watched it. Let me run you through the journey I went through mentally.
Yeah.
I saw it and I thought, rah, Frank is finally starting to be the promoter that I want him to be.
Yeah.
All the advice that we've given him.
Yeah.
But then by the end of the day, I follow quite a few people in the boxing game.
Yeah.
So there's a couple guys. One guy, Chris Lloyd, and I forget the other guy's name, but he works in PR.
Yeah.
And he basically was just like, look, Chris was like, with all the legal stuff these guys do behind the scenes, this stuff is all for show.
Yes.
And then the guy came back and said, oh, you mean to tell me that announcing this the day before fight camp number 2 is just a big publicity plea? And I was like, of course.
Yeah.
So as a way to shit on the press run, because now it's about to be announcements and interviews with all the fighters, you just come out and say, let's do the best against the best.
It's mad. And it
you squeeze the juice out of it.
And now all I want to do is for this to end, and we start talking about these two camps fighting. That's actually quite genius. We have to give Frank. Sometimes you got to give Frank.
That's still a move.
Give him
flowers. Give him some flowers, man.
Give him flowers, bro, because that is a move right there.
That's a move.
Kill the
and it backed her up.
Yeah.
Hearn had to. Yeah, I mean, I tweeted. I said, "Yo, he's gonna do a 3-hour interview with Cougs."
Yeah.
Because he loves to sit and chat with Cougs, fam.
Cougs gets the
And
exclusives.
he loves to address it.
Yeah.
So I was just like, when you got Eddie Hearn forced into a corner where he's got to speak, that means you're putting pressure on, and it's good pressure because the fight fans are now going, well, this is a fight that I'd pay money for.
Yeah.
Because these fight camp and these other cards, let's keep it 100. Yeah, I love the fact boxing's back, but these cards ain't it.
Yeah. I agree.
I did enjoy the last one.
Yeah.
Chris Billiam Smith was on there. Destructive knockout over this brother. Oh my days, bro. I mean, they started trading for a bit. Then you just see that someone's better than someone else, and it's like he's looking.
I know my level.
He's like, okay, cool. You want to do this with me? All right, cool. Well, let's go. Come in it. Bang, bro. He just was gone.
This is the one thing that I like to listen to the boxers.
Yeah.
As soon as I see talks like this happening, I'm gonna hear what everyone's saying. It's Billy Joe Saunders I went to check out, and he was like, nothing is happening.
Yeah.
Literally, he poo-pooed it so quickly. I was disappointed.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Because he said, look, you got to think about it. Not only these guys don't talk, but one's with Sky, one's with BT. To get this to work, maybe the platforms might allow it. It's already hard already.
Yeah,
maybe the platforms might allow it, but he goes, now we're talking about egos. He said, what's Eddie Hearn's dad's name again? Barry Hearn. He said Barry Hearn, Warren, and he goes, and Eddie. History. He says ego-wise alone, he said it is impossible.
Yeah.
Them man will get into a room. He said even when they were negotiating before in the past, and this is what makes me worry about AJ Fury. I don't think we're gonna see that.
I think that might be the one fight where they realize that it has to be made.
It has to be made.
Because even right now, right? Fury, I think Wilder's camp might have mentioned that the fight could probably happen in February. Frank and Bob Arum have come out and been like, listen, this is not happening. This is happening this year. Oh, we're going somewhere else. Frank is basically saying, listen, nobody wants to see the Dillian White fight. Nobody wants to see anything other than AJ. That's the fight we want. So I know these men for that fight, they're not messing around.
No, do you know why I say it's a problem? The only person that has to say we can't manage it, is it? Because obviously there's that thing when it goes to purses, right? But it's not going to be a purse type situation and who gets it. So now the issue for me is Sky Sports, this is my A1 star, Tell me that he's getting on another channel.
No, but
now.
No, but what will happen is it will be a cross-promotion event.
Yep.
And it'll be on both, right?
Okay.
So, like with Showtime and HBO, they did it, I think, with Mike Tyson and Lennox.
Yeah.
I think they were on different networks.
Okay.
And they just came together and they made the fight happen. So it can happen.
So,
but I think that's
you're gonna
the one
have
fight.
Because who's he signed to? Who is what's the name's fights on ESPN?
AJ
Fury.
Yeah,
Fury's
I think so.
got a massive American deal, right?
Yeah, that's right.
There you go. So it's.
But at the same time, they can make it work, bro. Trust me.
It just feels like
Look when Manny Pacquiao and Floyd fought.
Yeah.
There was a lot of issues there with the promoter coming across from Bob Arum, working with Leonard not Ellaby.
Golden Boy.
No, what's the other guy? The guy above Floyd, the guy that we never... Al Heyman.
Yeah.
So there's all of these little
like
politics that happen, yeah. But what I'm saying is, for that fight, it won't work for Dillian White. They won't bend their back for Dillian White and AJ.
No,
and Fury, sorry.
Yeah.
It'll be AJ and Fury.
Yeah, it makes me worry because I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of back and forth and a lot of things. I want this, you want this. It's going to be very difficult to
My issue
pull
is
off.
with how much money Fury's going to want from this thing. Because how do you see the split going?
It's got to be 50-50 now.
Bearing in mind, I have 3 belts. You have 1.
No, because they know that right now we've been in a COVID lockdown. I think these guys understand that the fans are not only the fans are desperate, but come on, like this is ridiculous now. So us, man, we can go in 50-50. We're gonna make a lot of money on pay-per-views. It's cool. Everyone is rich. And even when they saw each other in the car, they said, listen,
do you think
we're about to do a madness? That's what you said. You know when you see a Britain and you know you two are about to be rich.
Do you think that if Tyson Fury had 3 belts and AJ had 1, that would be a 50-50?
No.
That's why I don't think it should be 50-50. But in terms of getting the fight made, then
it's got to be
you're
what
saying that's
it's
what
got
you're
to be.
saying.
I'm just saying make the fight because there's going to be harder things to battle about. But yeah, that's going on. This is what I was thinking. I was watching another boxer speak. I think still Dave Allen speaking. This is a take.
Yeah? Oh yeah.
Dave Allen's in great shape.
Yeah.
But Dave Allen's been iced. As far as I'm concerned, I think there's some friction with him and Eddie Hearn. Now,
Dave Allen and Eddie Hearn.
I wouldn't
be surprised.
Now, the reason why I say this is the fight camp. Dave Allen sells tickets. People like going to see. I mean, in terms of pay-per-view,
He's got a proper.
He's got a following.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So the fact that he's on the outside is very telling. But then he done an interview on IFL, and he was talking about he was supposed to fight. Remember, we said there's something about Dave Allen's character in terms of who he wants to fight. Yeah, he's supposed to fight Huey Fury. Yeah,
Yeah.
He turned the Huey Fury fight down.
Yeah.
The reason why he turned the Huey Fury fight down is because he was speaking to Frank Warren, and Frank Warren said, "I'll give you Dubois." Remember when Dubois, that thing about he's gonna fight Dubois? I'll give you Dubois, and he said for this amount of money. Yeah, and then the Huey Fury fights come in, and it's lower than the Dubois fight. He's like, "Well, they offered me this." Can you imagine saying the ops offered me more money for?
I
do you see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
as far as Eddie Hearn's concerned, remember how Eddie came out and said, "I don't know what's wrong with that guy. He's crazy." Do you know what I mean? So now he's and he just never heard nothing back. So since then, he hasn't really heard much back from Eddie Hearn. It just feels weird for him to be
I think Eddie,
on the outside.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I think Eddie. You got to remember, Dave Allen has a career because of Eddie Hearn.
Yeah,
Because he is a fighter that, if he lived off his own brand,
Yeah.
he could be forgotten about.
yeah,
He loses fights.
yeah,
So it's not like he's a winning fighter where you'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, that's Dave Allen, he's a prospect. He's not doing that. He's
Yeah.
literally someone that you just like to see.
yeah.
And if a promoter falls out of favour with him, or if he
Yeah.
falls out of favour with a promoter, it could be the end of his career.
It was a disloyal move.
So that's why I look at him and I think to myself, you gotta wise up, bro, big man. Like, because you and Eddie, you need to be speaking positively about Eddie.
Yeah.
Whatever Eddie's on, you gotta be on that.
Yeah.
This little kind of disloyal, cause I'm like, you don't win these fights. So if man start feeding you to lions,
Yeah.
you got 2-3 on the bounce and you lost, it's over.
But then this is where it gets interesting because he's now he's told someone at Eddie Camp, look, the Huey Fury fight, I'm getting paid less numbers. He says, I'm sick and tired of just taking fights for less. He said Dubois and Huey Fury are on the same level, which I thought was insane.
That's a weird statement.
He said they're on the same level, that's not true.
That also means his observation of the game.
His observation is crazy. Yeah, he said they're on the same level, so I imagine I should get the same amount of money because he said he got offered considerably less for Huey Fury. So he's like, why would I do that? It's insane.
So because in your head, Huey Fury is the same as Dubois, you
Yes.
should get this. That's dumb.
That's what he said. Do you know what I mean? So now, when you get that,
man.
when you just imagine having that conversation, you think, raw, like all the money I put into your pocket, hold tight, you. This man has been inactive for about a year and a bit. He looks great though. He's in great shape, but I just feel that he's made a misstep. Do you know what I mean? And it's funny because he was supposed to be the spar for Povetkin, and then he said he didn't know whether to take it because will it be disloyal to
Dillian's camp.
To Dillian's thing.
Yeah,
But he says I ain't really spoken to Dillian for about a year and a bit, so I don't know. But it's like, do people care? It's mad because you can tell it's somebody that needs money, and his decision making. Remember, this is the same person we were talking about when we speaking before. He was working in the building site.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean? So the moves that he's making right now, if I was Dave Allen, he needs a real advisor.
Wise up, bro.
Wise up. An advisor.
Yeah, because remember the business side of the thing as well is what keeps man fed.
Yeah.
And like also, let's look at how the shape of boxing is changing. So
Yeah.
Lomachenko has been negotiating a fight with Teofimo Lopez, right?
Yeah.
And that's a good fight to take. I think Teofimo is someone who I think has a genuine chance of beating Lomachenko. He's got great power. And Lomachenko is starting to slow down.
Don't sound like a Lomachenko fan anymore. You know, you're slowly...
I don't. You know what? I'll be honest with you, right? I do like Lomachenko's boxing. I think his boxing is amazing.
Yeah.
But I think what turns me off sometimes fighters is when people like. I like his boxing, but I just think I've seen him vulnerable quite a lot. I saw the knockdown against Linares. I saw him get hurt by Campbell. Like I see these moments, and I'm like, yeah, he's winning and stuff like that. But I think without the power, there's something about this. I just can't connect to him. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe because the when fighters don't speak English, I struggle to have a personal connection with them. That's really what, like, same with Canelo.
Yeah.
Because now I'm just going off the boxing.
Sorry, and I took you off your
Yeah,
thing. So you're talking about Teofimo Lopez. You said boxing's changing.
Yeah, and you said about
Lopez
I don't sound like a Lomachenko
yeah, sorry,
fan.
I just jumped in.
Yeah, so I think sometimes when I watch Lomachenko fight, I think to myself, a lot of it is quite fancy.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I'm kind of like, I don't know, there is something about this style that's not complete for my entertainment. Because I know the entertainment is not coming from the trash talk. The brand is not giving me anything else. It's just, okay, this guy's good at boxing. It's kind of like Rigondeaux, the Cuban guy. Again, he's one of them guys that's like, I watch on YouTube, I'm like, bro, that's sick. But I'm not going to do 4 a.m. for your fights. And that's the same problem where it's like, you got to have a bigger brand.
So how is boxing changing in terms of you're saying
so
that...
Teofimo Lopez in the negotiations, back to the point. They've been negotiating and he nearly walked away and overpriced himself by saying, look, it's not enough money, I ain't doing it. Now Lomachenko said, look, I'll take less money so he can have what he wants and we can make the fight happen.
Wow.
Now, this is where I'm divided. Because I think a lot of people are going to come out and say, that's right, set an example for the other fighters just to get the fights made. Cool. But at the same time, you're lowering your own purse as the champion. That sets a bad precedent for boxing. Because what's happened is you've laid the blueprint for how challengers can essentially extort money for their title shot. Because realistically, you ain't supposed to be able to command much as the challenger.
No,
you
but
come
then they can do that now. Remember, boxers have lost a lot of money. There's no furlough for these men.
I hear you. And that's why, even for the fact that you've earned the right to be the champion, to have a bit more say in these conversations. So for the fact that you're now having to slice your own peas, cool. But then the next challenger could do the same thing. And now you are not getting paid championship money.
Nah,
you're not getting paid champion A-side money.
Nah, I think that's the case of the time. I honestly feel that's the case of the time because what right now, people are paying for training, conditioning, and all this good stuff, but there's no big fight coming on the end of it. There's no fight.
I know.
So now you're hemorrhaging money. I need to fight because how do I stay here? Like even as Dave said, he ain't even living in Manchester no more because it's too expensive.
I'm not
training.
I just don't like the precedents that this sets going forward.
Yeah.
Because then you have a situation where men are pricing themselves out of title shots just to continue fighting man, just so they can keep chatting rubbish about the champion. It rubbishes the sport and the prestige of being a champ. Now it's just a case of fighting the man that's going to pay you the most. If that's what it's going to become, then it's like, cool, build up your brand, go be a YouTuber. Fight a couple bums early on, be a YouTuber, amass a big following. As a pro fighter, just be a YouTuber as well. And just have big fights pay-per-view.
Oh no, that's the thing. All the boxers have their own YouTube.
Yeah,
now.
but what I'm saying is we have yet to see how that's going to take the piss out of the industry when you get a KSI fighter, not necessarily KSI, I'm talking like someone who actually worked their way up and now is a pro, but dedicating his time instead of training and fighting regularly to just building up his presence online so that he can be like, dude, I command pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So when I fight Barry Oskins from Random City, pay-per-view.
Yeah. It does set a mad precedent. But then it's like, I'm going to talk about Billy Joe Saunders. Do you know what I mean? Because he's someone that we need to mention. I'm getting Kell Brookie vibes from Billy Joe Saunders. I'm not talking about like being some like reconstructing his face and nothing like that. I'm talking about somebody that is doing the weight. He's almost he's waiting for Canelo, waiting for these mythical fights that is not coming. You know what I mean? It's a shame that, again, if we're talking about British right now, what doesn't make sense? Yeah, let's say Eddie Hearn was serious. Yeah, Campbell cannot do a deal with Canelo. Yeah, he can't do a deal with Canelo. Canelo's offering low money. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like, wait, we're in the same place right now. Let's get on. Do you see what I'm saying? Let's not waste any time. You're here. It's a massive fight. We can make it mad pay-per-views. That fight will do, even for I think it'll even interest the casuals with the way Billy Joe speaks. But it's a British fight. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't understand what's going on. It's worrying because the gaps in Saunders' career makes me worry about the fight
about the form that
he's gonna be.
I don't see how he maintains any of the form that we know him to have.
Almost another year out.
Absence, yeah.
And almost another year out, and it's like.
But then again, I feel like he does have that the same kind of mystique about him that Tyson Fury has, where it's like he just steps up for the big fights.
I don't think you can. It's Tyson Fury is lucky that who he's fighting is not as skilled as you know what I mean.
Canelo
We're talking about this weight class. It's a skilled weight class. Try and have a year. You do it by yourself. A year off with us, man. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're playing. You're putting yourself in danger, and I feel that if Billy Joe Saunders probably just needs to forget all about Canelo.
I reckon what will happen is he'll fight Canelo, lose, and then fight Eubank Jr. straight after.
Just for the confidence.
Because you beat Eubank Jr. and you're essentially back in
the game.
That's it's a notable win. Because realistically, it's a good map. It's Canelo, whatever happens there, okay, cool, I lost. Then we go fight Eubank Jr. Eubank Jr. is always a high profile fight.
Yeah.
Back in, and then we're back up there.
There's a guy called, I think in their great group, Lomachenko or something like that. I need to check that. Anyway, I've heard that Canelo, he's doing these weird things where he's trying to give people as less time as possible to prepare for the fight. What is your take on that? If you're the champion,
listen,
is that fair? What do you say? What do you say about it?
Well, he fought Kovalev. Was it 1 month after fighting Yard? Like, if we start really unpacking Canelo's career in terms of how he was boiling down to 147, when he's clearly capable of fighting at light heavy, boiling down to 147 to fight these men at like 160 on the night. Bruv, this guy's been doing a madness in his career. Fighting smaller guys. Listen.
But the question is it fair?
Is it fair to have
to do
what?
No,
it's not.
How do you feel
Man's
about that?
prepared for 3 months or whatever for a full camp to tell you 6 weeks out and be like, yo, what you saying? You want to fight? No, that's not fair.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because he will know what a fight camp training looks like versus a just to stay in shape training.
Yeah. That kind of, it does take, because obviously you know I'm a big Canelo fan, and hearing that, it just takes the gloss off it. It taints it just a little bit for me. Still in Canelo camp. You know what I'm saying? I'm still heavy in Canelo camp, but I don't like that.
But at the same time, the stuff that we're saying is a part of boxing.
Yeah.
When Sugar Ray Leonard fought Duran,
yeah,
right, for the rematch, he knew how Duran was living in his personal life, and was hearing through the grapevine, Donnie's big now.
Yeah.
So he's like, if we make the fight in September, he ain't gonna make it. He's gonna spend his whole camp losing weight, and I'll get to fight that version of him. Yeah. So it's a part of boxing.
Cool.
Over the weekend in the fight camp, by the way, there was a fight with these two women, Jonas versus Harper. It was a great fight. I watched it.
I didn't watch it. I heard it was a robbery. I heard it was a robbery.
So it was a draw, right? Yeah. But I felt like Jonas got the better of the work.
That's what everyone was
saying. I felt like she
online.
won the fight. But it was a really good fight. The standard of boxing was really good, and I think, you know, as far as comparing UFC with how UFC promote their female stars, versus how boxing does, boxing is years behind. Years behind. And I'm like, they don't even have a Clarissa Shields. Yeah. They made Ronda Rousey a huge pay-per-view star. Yeah. Was it Holly Holmes?
Yeah. There's been so many
That's what I'm saying. Like,
there's been so many that.
But these are names that it's like if I saw them, I recognize them. Whereas you got the female boxers and they're just kind of just left over there. With a few kind of there doing their things. I'm like, these guys are messing this up, and they keep kind of speaking about it in a very limited way, which I noticed, which kind of keeps it limited. Where it's just like, this is a great advert for women's boxing, and it's like when you keep calling it that. You keep it as that. These men have to start addressing this thing as, this is a boxing event. Yes. Boxing is taking place and this is the headline. Yes. No big deal. Normalize it. Do you see what I'm saying? And I think what holds back women's boxing, and these lot are, people are complaining to change it, is the fact that they do 2-minute rounds. Because what happens is, towards the 2-minute mark, you start to see a knockout building up. Because I feel like women's boxing is a lot more technical. Yeah. Because the athleticism and stuff is just different. It's different. So you start to see the knockouts kind of build up late, and just as it seems to be cooking, rounds over. And that's what kind of holds things back.
They need to have it equal across the
3
board.
minutes.
Give them 3 minutes.
3 minutes. And do you know what I mean? But I was watching it, I was thinking to myself, do you know what? They're missing a trick here. Yeah. By not promoting this like how they would promote a proper men's event. Yeah. Because when you watch UFC and they're like, Ronda Rousey takes on, you're watching it thinking, boy, can she do it? Can she do it? That's all you care about. They're not, girl, they're good fighters for women. No one's doing that language. And I think when they speak like that and address it, they're just going to keep it there.
Do you know what the moment was? It was when Clarissa and Layla were in the talk. And it's a shame that no one stepped up and said, we'll put the money on that. Not even just for this fight, but what it does for fights for the future.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? No one's taking that kind of looking at it from way down the line and
Yeah.
how this could, because Katie Taylor, she's been pushed.
Katie Taylor is what I'm saying.
She's been pushed, but there's no rival.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
There's
right.
no one.
And the maddest thing is, women's boxing, because of the stars at the top.
Yeah.
You get a lot of fighters who just leave the weight class. Like Clarissa Shields is just taking on the unified champion. That division.
yeah.
There's names. Clarissa Shields. You got Cecilia Breakhouse.
Yep.
You got Katie Taylor. She's doing a thing, and these are champions at different weights that just are saying, let's arrange to meet.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, listen, this could be promoted properly, bro.
Yeah.
Katie Taylor versus Clarissa Shields. I'm not sure what the weight class is. Forgive my ignorance if they're in mad different weight classes, but these fights promoted properly by her and taking it seriously could be big fights.
Yeah, just saying, you know what, sometimes you got to throw stuff out the window if you want to see something special. Right now, we're seeing Roy Jones fight a heavyweight.
Yes.
Yeah, in the one of the most dangerous heavyweights of all time.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Because why not? Let's see it. Do you know what I mean? If you're really trying to push, boxing's it needs like a heartbeat in it. Do you know what I mean? And I thought I really thought this was golden era. I thought this was the new golden era.
Yeah, but
I thought it was building, but it's almost becoming a tepid affair.
Yeah, the lockdown has kind of affected things, and that's unfortunate because fights were getting to a point where things were starting to get made.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like through the midst of all of this, right? And Frank Warren making a statement of saying, "Look, nobody wants to see the Dillian White fight." What does that mandatory announcement really mean for Dillian White? And because I have my theory on it.
Well, I'd love to hear it, but this is what I'm saying on Dillian right now is I believe Deontay's not ready. That fight's not happening, and Fury needs to fight this year. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know how Fury spends his money, speculate. Do you know what I mean? But I feel that he would like some more money right now. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the honest feeling of it. He would like some more money, and December time we've seen boxing in December. Why not? Do you know what I mean? Why not go Dylan versus Fury? He's earned his title shot. They said after Povetkin,
It'd be good to get
if
out
he
of the
wins
way.
the Povetkin fight, but this is where, and I'm praying, my biggest prayer is Dylan fights Fury, and Dylan does it. Just to destabilize things. It's annoying for AJ.
If we be real,
It's annoying for AJ.
yeah.
But why not?
If Dillian, I think for Fury, this is the best time to fight Dillian.
Yeah.
Long layoff.
Why'd you say that?
Long layoff, right? Mm-hmm. There's no guarantee what shape he's going to be in for Povetkin. Mm-hmm. Right? So that fight's done. Then you got the next one. And it's like...
New coach.
It's the most unstable Dillian's camp has been. This is the time for someone like Fury to fight Dillian White. You see what I'm saying? But my concern for Dillian is that this announcement of the mandatory thing is just hot air. These men are going to bypass that. They're not going to let the public wait for AJ and Fury for a Dillian fight.
You should.
And by the time it gets around to Dillian, I fear that he may be moving out of his prime.
No. It's going
Because
to...
how old is Dillian White right now? Not to say that he's going to be like
But he hasn't
visibly
got... I'm talking
shaken.
about fight mileage. And I don't think he's got crazy mileage. So.
I don't think he's got mileage.
No, I'm talking as in there's still a lot left on
No.
the clock for him to get into.
Okay, fair enough.
Do you know what I mean? I think because he didn't have a long amateur career. You know what I'm saying? So it says to me that you got a few more long haul fights in you. That's how I feel about it. The fight that is, honestly, I feel Deontay Wilder's stepping aside. Yeah, and that Dillian White fight with Fury has to happen in, and you're right, I never even thought about that. So that's a good take about it's the correct time. Do you see what I'm saying? And I think they'll pay attention to that Povetkin fight and look for the flaws.
Telling you,
if
bro.
you say, that's our way in. You know what I mean? Because I keep forgetting he's not with his trainer. It's so significant.
Telling you, bro.
It's so
New
significant.
Trainer, we don't know what Dillian's gonna look like.
This is it.
And they might see something where it's like, I can expose that. 'Cause remember Tyson Fury 6'9", big. So he's looking at Dillian White and thinking, let me just see what I can do to you.
Yeah.
Now that I'm watching this fight, I'm chilling. I got nothing going on in my thing right now.
Yeah.
I can watch this fight as a pure fan. He's gonna be watching and thinking, you know what? If depending on how Dillian White looks, I guarantee we'll see a Fury fight. Sorry.
And if I beat Dylan as Fury,
he's not in the conversation anymore.
no, but I'm saying if I beat Dylan as Fury, my name now.
I've got the credibility of my stat sheet.
I am nuts.
I'm
different.
Telling
So
you.
it's clever. Like
Because
again,
that
very
validates
clever.
Fury's career just that bit more.
Even
now
more.
I've put Dillian on there.
Now I put
Dillian of today is on there.
Yeah.
That's a
It's
very big
it's
statement.
yeah. Listen, boxing's mad exciting.
Tell you,
People,
bro.
what we're trying to do, just for you guys, we're trying to start up a call-in show that we want to do on a Monday. Do you know what I'm saying? When we record, where you guys get to call in and just tell us what you think. Yeah, so be live like this. It's your show. We're trying to give a voice to Punits, the Soul Stars, whoever. Literally, if you got a point on boxing, so we're gonna promote it this week about the fights. We'll pick a topic. Yeah, do you know what I mean? That we can truly have. It'll probably be 2 topics, and we want you guys to call in and have your show. Yeah, we're gonna try and run that. Hopefully, it will be ready for next week. We're doing everything to make sure it is 8 o'clock.
Yeah, let's do it. 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
is good. Yeah,
8 o'clock. Yeah, 8 o'clock. That's when it will be. So, guys, thank you for watching. I'm KG.
I'm Travis J. Please
Heavy D,
like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, all that good stuff. And tell Heavy D he's getting knocked the hell out, bro.
Don't get me mad.
He's undefeated, I'll defeat him. I'm jabbing, I'm dodging, weaving. I'll uppercut him, I'll leave him bleeding. His cut man's gotta go hard this evening. 10th round, I can hear man breathing. But my fitness comes like a terminal sickness. It can't leave me, I train like I'm addicted. All this pain I've inflicted. Rip shot, leave a man winded. Take a knee, 10-8 round, that's me. Championship round, I'm sweet. Float like a butterfly, sting like bee. Your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see. WBO, WBC. Give me all of the belts, put them all on me. Give me all of the belts, put them all on me. Undefeated, undefeated. Undefeated, undefeated.